we're people of color. We put lotion on.
Yes.
When you put lotion on your chest, have you ever consciously put it on your nipples? Because I realized today, I don't think I've ever actually put lotion on my nipples. Like, just when you put it on your chest, it's like, I feel like you have to purposely put it on your nipples to actually get it there.
Before anybody answer, pause. So
You're right. Wait, that was. I mean, you just go over like.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when you just do your chest, but like you're never going like, oh, let me make sure I got my nipples in this coverage.
I'll be honest, I forget I be having nipples until I look in the mirror. To be honest, I just look, oh shit, I got nipples.
Forget they exist.
It's either I forget.
Like why does Batman need nipples on his suit?
Only reason why I know I got nipples is because I either look in the mirror or probably because my girl licked them. That's probably it.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
I had a question. We're gonna throw it back to you and the college ranks. So in basketball, we're seeing it more, and I guess across all sports, we're seeing analytics become a big part of like basketball and the discourse between there. Like we're getting all these new stats like VORP and things like that. In baseball, we're seeing like pitch speed and players being
FIP, WAR, all that.
Other like they're getting paid because one particular stat that may have been created in like the last 5 years. Says this about them. Football is all about statistics. Have you seen a rise in analytics in volleyball?
Yes. I think one of the biggest numbers that I've seen, especially on the college level, is first point side out percentage. What that means is that first point side out is like when your team is receiving the ball, how quickly can you get back on offense? And like how quickly can you like get this first point so we can now go back to serve, right? And some girls are way better than other girls. And like college coaches, my college coach, we look at that number in terms of how we're going to scout a team and like how well do they want to set this girl or like how many times they're setting her in this certain rotation. It gives you like a reason to see why they scheme to one side of the court or the other side. You know what I mean? Like it gives you a reason to believe that they're going to set this girl just because, right? And like from the analytics, like from a broadcaster perspective, I think they talk about like, oh well, they really want to get this girl the ball because they know that they
Carcelo on Saturday. If you guys didn't watch that game, she scored about 10 straight points to give her team the win.
Yeah, and like that number will give you a lot about the information that team wants to set, and like. You can scheme against that. You can probably put a triple block up against that girl, or like if she's coming out of the back row, you'll have your defenders a little bit more deep. There's a lot of things you can learn about a team from first point side out. My team calls it FBK, first ball kill. It's the same shit. But like that number will give you a good parameter of how well they can score and how frequently that one kid in that rotation or whatever is scoring that point.
Okay, is that something you guys look at more at the college range? Or do you like when you guys are scouting talent on like the travel circuits in high schools, do you use analytics, I guess, to scout?
In more of a recruiting
more of a recruiting.
In recruiting, honestly, especially in the Northeast anyway, you're looking at one kid for a team. Like you're looking at like, there's probably like a really big chick on that team and she probably hits the ball really well or whatever. Like you want that girl from Northeast. From a Midwestern, Southern perspective, there are many girls like that one girl, right? And so for in that scene, yes, like you want to look at like who are they setting, how frequently is she scoring that point, and how well can she move across the net. Like there's a lot of things that go into there, but I think in terms of like scouting teams and like on the bigger stage in college and in professional, that number is used differently. But for recruiting, I think you just look at the trend and the frequency at which that girl is getting set, or how frequently she is scoring, because that would give you a parameter whether or not she's really good and whether or not she can come to your team and you make a difference.
All right.
I feel like in volleyball it might be a little bit harder to have the empty stat debate when there are teams like that. Empty stat debate is with us teams where it's like, yeah, players are good, but people might overvalue them because they're on a bad team. Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of that actually.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's I think in the volleyball where we call that girls that aren't supposed to be here.
That's rough. I'm about to say. I thought he was gonna hit us with a term.
Right.
Yeah.
He just said, "Nah, it's like, here's the
these
blunt."
bitches out the paint.
He said, "Here's the blunt. Here we go. All right, there you go."
Coaches, they're coaches. They play favorites, right? And so some girls, they're on the court for literally no reason. Like there's some girls that are just there because they're big, and they have a girl on the bench that is probably really fucking good, and they're not playing her because like she is getting benched for a favorite, right?
Politics.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, super political. Like that's
That
what
runs
I'm
high
saying.
school sports.
I think my one name that comes to mind is like she plays for Florida. Her name is Paige Hammonds. And Paige Hammonds is a really, really stinking good kid. High school All-American. Like she was just the bee's knees in high school.
Not the bee's knees.
The cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas. And she went to Florida. And her freshman year, she played. Like it was like she was an amazing athlete. Like she was a first team All SEC, like a high school, an honorable mention All-American. For Florida, like she was
As a freshman
was really fucking good.
Wow.
Right. And her last 3 years, mind you, she's healthy. She is able to play. Has not seen the court because there are a couple of favorites for Florida that should not be on the court, but are on the court because they're producing maybe more than she is. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. And again, like she's probably not going to transfer because Florida is like number 3 in the country and like number 7, excuse me. Number 7 in the country, and like they're probably gonna be a contender for the national championship.
Could be me.
I transferred
would've
and
had to
bust
transfer.
they ass.
Well, I'm about to
pretty
say,
much.
like, how is the like we're seeing it now, at least over the past year or so, more transfers within college football and basketball, where guys are
I feel
like,
like all the sports in general.
yeah, like
all
if
college
if
sports.
I came, you guys recruited me to play, and I'm not playing, and even like just recently, a 5-star from North Carolina, the center, just entered the transfer portal because he wasn't getting burned. Right? Is there a lot of that within volleyball?
Absolutely. The transfer portal every year is absolutely nuts. It's crazy. And like there are some girls that go from Power 5 schools to schools that are like not as well known or whatever. We actually got one of those girls this year. She's coming next year. She's pretty fucking good.
Hey,
What school is she from?
I can't say that.
Oh.
hush hush type stuff.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
go off the record later.
Yeah, we got one of those girls. Just letting you know. And she's coming here, but
she'll be a guest on the pod next year.
no. But yeah, like there's a lot of girls that they
if
think
she
they
looked
deserve
good.
to play. They think they deserve to play, and don't get the opportunities that they wish they did. Or some coaches are really good at lying to girls. And so it'll be like, yeah, like you can come to my school, you'll run my 5-1, like if they're a setter, like you can run my whole offense as whatever. And then all of a sudden now you're in a 6-2, right? Like 6-2 is like another setter coming in with you. You're splitting time with that setter, right? Or you come in and it's like, oh yeah, you can be my starting libero, like you can command my back court, whatever. And then they end up being a serving substitute. Like that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
No,
the look
I-
you gave me when he said 6'2" reminded me of I was at a thing in college and this girl's boyfriend was like, "There's no plays in volleyball." And he goes, "What?"
Nah, because
Of
when
course
he
there's
said
plays.
that, it were just reminding me, like as he said, like coming to play a 6'2", I'm thinking of a kid in high school going to a school that plays a 4-3 defense, and then they get there and then they switch it up into a 3-4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what happens. It's like they pulled the gimmick, all the magic. Like, yeah, sure, you come and be like a
Sign your life
difference
away.
maker. Yeah, come and be a difference maker. And honestly, sometimes they honestly get those girls not on scholarship, which is and like they're coming from schools where like they're on a full ride. It like they're chilling and they come and like, okay, I can become a difference maker for this team. I'll get stats. I'll probably be on the All-American list because I was at a Power 5 school.
I'll probably be able to play pro somewhere.
And then I'm not playing, and then that problem re-continues itself. Like
That
there's
is
a lot of it. So you really got to be like
Poison of the NCAA.
yeah, you like it's a lottery system, like a lot of other sports are, but at the same time, like you got to pick your poison. Do you want to play, or do you want to be a part of a culture that like, yeah, your team is really good, but like you might not ever play, So
Damn.
Yeah. Again, we do have that 2K tournament coming up. The Twitch stream is going to be MT Summit, twitch.tv/MT Summit. That's Sunday, 2:30 to 6. If you guys are in the area and you think you're nice at 2K, you're trying to win some bread, pull up with your controller. It's $25 entrance fee. That's Q's Barbershop across the street from the Walgreens in Baldwin. Go check that out and just go listen to us because it's us, it's basketball. People going to try and win money, so it's going to be competitive. They always say the best game of 2K you're going to get is if you put up bread. So it should be fun. With that, we're done for this week. Follow us at Saratobi Sports on Instagram and Twitter. We are also on Facebook. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you can follow me at Offended Narwhal on Twitter. And anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about?
I want to say thank you guys for having me on the show. I think this was actually really
Thank you for coming. It was very
fantastic.
informative.
It was
Hell yeah.
This is super insightful. I really liked it. Like it was really engaging, and like I learned a lot about like the way other people that don't like necessarily play volleyball like understand the sport well enough to like engage in conversation, which I really enjoyed. So you can follow me on Instagram at TYREEK_MC. So there's that. I would link my Twitter, but it's not safe for work. So there's that. So just follow me on my Instagram and what have you, and thank you. So.
Hell yeah, you're welcome back anytime, my boy. We appreciate you coming out. Real
this
life.
is great, man.
I love whenever we have guests. And yeah, man. For me, y'all can follow me on the gram, WorldWideWest _11. You know what I'm saying? Word to Julius Handles. You know, word to Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's no source.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No source.
Hell yeah. And Black Lives Matter as always.
They do? No, I'm just kidding.
Shut your ass up.
Oh, so it's my turn to outro myself? Okay.
I mean, last check, we always plug ourselves at the end, but whatever.
That's true.
I don't know who this guy is anymore, right?
Right.
Well,
First day? First day?
First day.
Yeah.
First day, huh? Yeah, so
First time.
you can follow me on the Twitters, J_Thomas_24. That's about it. Nematodes are people too.
We will catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold.